Something a little different and fun for me and hopefully for you too is there's a beautiful mirror that I posted here and the heart. So you sort of see me, seeing me, and it's all about love because that's the two big themes that are going on with this energy. The beauty is it's not just happening now, it is really just coming to a little more refinement for helping each of us to continue to make choices that align with who we are and what we're becoming and what we want in our lives. So I'll explain those pieces in a little bit. For now, they're just there as my props. Excuse me. Anyway, so we're into this Taurus moon, and I think what the big invitation with Taurus at any time is really, what do you value? Taurus is the first Earth sign of the zodiac. For those that follow astrology or know nothing about it, there you go. And what happens is it's asking us, what do we value as beings, right? As human beings. How are we being in this world? And we're at this time in humanity where everybody's pushing to try to be heard, right? And the way that we're able to navigate this in a much softer way is through the heart, right? Coming into our heart coherence, which I can chat a little bit about in a minute, but it's really to look at, what do you value? What do you value now? And I know I've said this over the last year because this whole year, and I play with numerology a little bit, is really also coming into that. It's this year of peace. Are you finding peace in yourself? Because peace is something that we can cultivate. We just were never taught it that way. So we want to look at, what do you value? And that can be anything, right? Except I really want to know, where do you value you in that spectrum? Because when we separate ourselves so much from the very fact that we are human beings, then that's where we can get off kilter. And I know that oh so wisely because, again, I was sick. It's not that I didn't believe I was human. I didn't know how to be human, right? We were doing human, but we weren't being human. I wasn't, and so many weren't. So if you're not sure about those differences, just you can comment something below, be or do or something, or just ask me to reach out. But really what's happening is we're being asked to really look at, what do we value, and in ourselves. The other thing that's happening is, because it's also in the month of Scorpio, that's really just bringing up more of the gook, right? So Scorpio goes deep. It's the stinger, it's the scorpion. It's really pointing something at you, in you, a depth within you that needs to be healed. So that part of that is, if we go back to my mirror props, is there's a mirror and a mirror and a mirror, because the past, right? When we look at the past and those fears, we need to go into the subconscious, right? We need to. That's where, again, we've said this before, 90 to 95% of what we're running at any given time is in the subconscious. The more you get familiar with it and how to navigate it and play with it, actually, you start to understand how to stay in your heart coherence, and to really navigate what you thought were fears, and truly coming from a space of alignment and valuing who you are. So what happens in this particular energy right now too is it's really bringing that harmony into play, harmony in ourselves, right? When we value, not only do we come into this balance, but the harmony in us. How do we, create harmony in the relationships around us, with the other people that we don't know, the rest of humanity that we sometimes want to think that they're the ones causing us, that we're right, they're wrong. It's not really like that. And if you struggle with that because you're still in a fight, ask. Ask, because I'm happy to help you navigate through it. That's what we do in our programs. We help you to move through what's going on in you so that you can come through the other side. So either healing and growth, or how to lighten up, right? Then the fourth sort of harmonic blend, because there's four of them that are happening right now, is the others, as in the universe, right? The things that we don't see, the unseen world. Now, it's not that we don't see it, some don't, but it's how do we navigate and come into this beautiful harmony with all of it, so that ultimately we come into more of our alignment. So now I want to come to Friday, because Friday is November 11th. That's an 11 and an 11. There's a portal that's happening, and those two numbers add up to 22. There we have, again, a little more peace happening, and actually a lot more peace, because it's going to run for 18 months. That 11 portal, which I've shared before, and I'm just going to repreface it here, which is it's our ability to step into our light, to step into our intuition, that channel that is ours. We each have our own channel, and it's really of our divine feminine and our sacred masculine. What happens though right now, and what's happening right now across humanity, is the very fact that there's so much disruption going on when it comes to our values and that Taurus energy, that energy that helps us feel stable, secure, our food, our shelter, our money, all of those things that give us security, that we think and society believes gives us security. Yes, we need them. However, when we can come into that alignment with ourselves and ask new questions and live in alignment at any point in time, you can get to it in many ways. Ask me if you're not sure how. First off, just take a breath. But we want to ground you, because what's going to happen right now is things are going to keep getting uprooted. Boom, right? So you can look at them, but you want to ground. You need to reroot yourself so that you can say, what do I value now? Who am I now? Where am I going? This is happening across humanity because it's the only way to evolve. It's the only way for our planet to truly evolve. We can scream and fight all we want to say that we want a better humanity. However, that's not how it works. We've been told, and many are saying it across social platforms everywhere, except, the media, the real media, they want to hold it from us. But we are the ones that are creating our reality. So what happens is, until we bring those both aspects of us together, align with us, align with the fullness of us, that wholeness of us, we're going to continue to keep going off kilter. Now, the other thing is, what is that really? Well, that is the immature masculine or the dominant masculine. Now, I'm using masculine so you understand that it is a force and a power that lives in you. There's a power and force in us as women, the feminine. I shouldn't have said women and the feminine, but as the feminine principle and as the masculine. What's happening now, though, is the masculine principle that lives everywhere in everything is being asked to come to power instead of force, to bring the immature to the mature, to look at how do we serve humanity? How do we come to true powerful assistance in serving and contributing to humanity? So that's why you're seeing across the global platform what's going on. So you really want to connect into you, find out practical ways that you can do it. Taurus is about being very practical. So things that you can do practical in your day-to-day, and that is finding something we need rituals, right? We need things so that how do you come into heart coherence every day? How do you come into heart coherence when something wants to take you under? Because if fear comes up, it's really because you're not in your heart. You're not in your heart. Our heart is our intel, okay? Yes, there's intelligence in this beautiful social media, this Wi-Fi, this computer, everything. We have access to do everything. We also have access that everybody's able to put something up there. So until you're able to discern, okay, what if that is mine? That you know how to ask questions for yourself because you know how to navigate you, right? So there's no right or wrong in any of this. We are all at different parts of our lives, right? So anyone out there that wants to tell you that they know better than you, no, they're able to guide you to something and potentially help you to see something different, but really they're there as an invitation. You can choose it or not, except when you breathe, ask in your heart, is this thing that I'm reading right? Is this person that I'm listening to right now, are they giving me something that feels right? That's what you follow. You keep following those breadcrumbs. The other thing with this 1111 and this portal that's going on, because it's two 11s, you who's watching this and me, so let's use us, we are mirroring each other at any given time, which is again why I brought my prop, the mirror, because every single person on this planet is an aspect of us. Whether you know that, understand it, if you really have a problem with that and don't understand it, again, message me, comment below here so that I can help you with, just ask me or give me, what's the question. The question for you is, what makes you believe it's not, right? That they're not an aspect of you. I'm real curious on that. So everyone is going to start mirroring you. So the next 18 months, this is an opening for people to start to realize that they're mirroring one another. And if those fears come up in you, the limiting beliefs, the patterns, all those stories that we hold, take the breath. This is big stuff that's happening. There is a huge planetary shift that I've talked about many times. I'm not in Argentina, as I had hoped to be, but that's okay. We have beautiful souls that we know that we were there in Egypt with. Shout out to all of you there. We are there in the ethers. We are helping to continue to anchor this consciousness. There's deep, deep wisdom that is coming through, that already is here, that the planet is, that each of us holds. And the work that we do, that Yasmila and I do, that Equilibrium does, is to help you anchor in to your wholeness, to who you are, to help you discover more of you, to help you stand in your purpose, to find your purpose. Wherever you feel you might be lost on that, just ask. We're here for that. So I'm sending you so much love, so much light, and just do a lot of breathing. Journal a little bit. Ask yourself more questions. Why do I? How do I? What do I? Except don't answer them. Let the universe answer for you. So, again, sending much love, much light, oodles of laughter. I know what it's like to be going through big, big whirlwinds, right? I was there. I'm still there. We go through it. Except when you have tools that help you to navigate that, so you're like, oh my gosh, totally get this. Then we start to really step into who we are as beings on this beautiful human plane, so that we can bring in source, God, the universe, whatever, intelligence into our own essence, so that we can live the true reason we are here, the purpose we are here. So take great care, and I will see you again very soon. Happy mooning, happy 11/11, and happy life, right? And if you need some help with just a 3-minute, I can give you a quick 3-minute activity that you can do to just find out, where are you off, right? I can give you, just say download, live, right? And yeah, we'll get you on track. That's what we're all here to do. So again, take much care. Bye for now.